So first of all, can anyone define what is balancing? To maintain the equilibrium conditions. Okay. So static balancing and dynamic balancing. What is static balancing? The static balancing, sum of all the forces should be equal to 0. So before going to define balancing, can anyone define what is unbalancing?
Unequal.
Not unequal. Center of gravity and center of mass are not lying in the same point. Then what will be balancing? If center of gravity and center of mass exactly coincide, that is called as a balancing. So unbalancing condition will occur when the center of mass and center of gravity are not going to coincide each other. Now tell me, is it balancing or unbalanced condition? If I see this shaft, the mass is uniformly distributed and I don't find anywhere uneven masses. Okay, throughout its length we can see that mass is uniformly distributed. Now if I rotate this, I don't find any disturbance also. Disturbance means in the form of vibrations. If I put any unbalanced mass here, then I will get the vibrations vigorously. Now if I see here, it is running smoothly at this maximum RPM also. You don't see any disturbance here. One mass in one plane. For example, if I am having disturbance mass is like this somewhere else here. Suppose I am having disturbance mass at this position. Vertically I am having the disturbance mass. Now how this is going to be balanced? In the same opposite plane I am keeping one more mass. Here this is the, with respect to this shaft, at some radius r, the mass is being located. Means this gravity, where the center of mass is acting downwards. To maintain balance, again one more mass should be kept opposite to this one. Suppose if I keep somewhere else here, is it balanced now? No. Wherever I am having the disturbance mass, there only I need to keep the balancing mass. Like this. Then only it is balanced. This case is balancing of single mass in a single plane. And one more case will be available, second case. I am having one. Now if I see here, is there any possibility to keep one more mass here? If you take any mechanical components, space is very important. Here I am having disturbance mass, I am imagining. But I cannot keep the balancing mass exactly opposite to this plane. So can I leave this? No, I cannot leave. I have to address this problem. So I can balance this by putting the balancing mass other point in other plane. Got it? Balancing of single mass in another plane. Means I am keeping balancing by two masses. Next, third case is balancing of several masses rotating in same plane. And last one is balancing of several masses rotating in several planes. Same plane and several planes. Suppose same plane is at one point only. I am having the disturbance masses making an angle theta. Now if I go for balancing a several mass rotating several plane means this is plane 1. I will keep one more mass in another plane. If you see this vertical plane, I can keep 4 planes. I will show the 4 planes. This is my second one. It may keep at certain angle. You got it? Similarly, third mass I may keep at one more angle. Like that I can do balancing of several mass rotating several planes. And third case is balancing of several mass rotating same plane. Only one plane we are doing that. That we can do graphically and analytically also. But we are mainly focusing on the balancing of several masses rotating in several planes. So first, to solve this problem, we are approaching a method called graphical method. What we are doing there? Suppose on the shaft, I am having the 3 masses. These 3 masses are the disturbing masses. For example, I am keeping 3 masses here. I will keep at different positions with the help of the Allen key. I will show the question now. These are the problems we have solved. Okay, we are having on a shaft different masses at different lengths. Already we have seen. Sometimes it may be equispaced or sometimes it may be located different lengths. My first mass is located at this angle, assume. Okay, let me use the Allen key. Okay, second mass at this angle. I am taking random angle. I am not measuring anything. Just for example, I am showing. This is one mass I fixed like this at different angles. This shows the different planes. One is like this. Now see third mass is like this. Now these 3 are the disturbing masses. Now if I on my shaft, what will happen due to this disturbing masses? You see the vibration. Okay, now as anything, what you have to do? These 3 masses are to be balanced by single mass only. Here I am having 3 disturbance masses, but these 3 disturbance masses are to be balanced by a single mass. And you have to fix at what angle they has to be placed. You know the magnitude of the mass. Due to these 3 masses may be same or may be different magnitude. I assume this may be 1 kg, 2 kg, 3 kg, or all are maybe equal mass placed at equal radius of rotation, but at different angles. Due to these 3 disturbance masses, my aim is to find out the balancing magnitude of the balancing mass and radius of rotation of the balancing mass, and at what angle the balancing mass has to be kept. In the problems we have seen like that only. If you see first plane, position of the planes, I have given A, B, C, D like that. There is plane A, plane B and plane C. Plane D is unknown. I don't know. That matter now. This is plane A, I am having mass A. In plane B I am having mass B. Plane C I am having the mass C. Plane A is fixed at radius of rotation RA. Plane B is fixed at radius of rotation RB. Plane C is fixed at radius of rotation RC. And plane D, radius of rotation RD. That is also unknown, I need to find out. And this plane A fixed at an angle theta with respect to the shaft axis. Plane B is fixed at an angle theta B. Plane C an angle theta C. Now, due to these 3 disturbance masses, what I am going to find out? I am going to find out the centrifugal force generated by each mass. What is centrifugal force? mr omega square. Since the shaft rotates at constant speed, I am eliminating omega. Just for centrifugal force, I am taking only mass into radius, kg meter. For this one, suppose this is MA located at radius RJ. What is my force? MA into RA. Now this is plane B having mass MB at radius of rotation RB. What is my centrifugal force? MB into RB. For this, MC into RC. Now, position of the planes. You are drawing 3 diagrams. One is position of the planes, one is force polygon, and third one is the couple polygon. Whenever a problem is given, we are going to draw the first position of the planes. What is the position of plane A? Suppose I can take the left side or right side as my reference point. Now, can anyone tell me what is my reference point? Suppose these 3 are my disturbance masses. I don't take these 3 are the reference points. So that I have to keep one balancing mass. Fourth mass has to be kept somewhere else here. Okay? Suppose, assume I am keeping fourth mass here. I am always telling what is the point, reference point you have to take. Wherever you have unknown data, take that as a reference. Okay? I don't know where I need to keep. I am assuming I am going to keep my initial. I don't know solution. At the end of the problem only I can come to the conclusion. I am assuming, let me keep my disturbance mass here, RD. With respect to RD, where C is located, this distance. with respect to what? Where B is located, this distance. With respect to plane D, where A is located, this total distance, sum of all these things. That gives the position of plane D. Position of plane D is 0 meter it located. C is located is some X, D is located some Y, and A is located at some Z meters. Okay, I got the position of the plane distance also. Now from this, how to find the couple force into distance. Centrifugal force multiplied by the distance, that gives the couple. So this is the force multiplied by this distance, that gives me a couple of this one. Similarly, this is the force multiplied by this distance, this gives me the couple. If I take this one, this total distance I need to consider. Force due to this mass and this distance. Similarly, if I go this one, force due to this mass and multiplied with this distance. I am taking this as the reference point. Similarly, I have come to here. What is my couple? Centrifugal force of this component multiplied by this distance. I got all the couple data. Similarly, I got all the force data. From the force data, considering some uniform scale. If I calculate, all masses are not of same size, different masses at different radius of rotation. So my centrifugal force is also different one I am having. Again, if I am drawing, I need to draw in terms of centimeters only, either centimeters or millimeters or meters. What is the unit I am getting for centrifugal force here? Kg meter, force into distance. That is mass into radius. Mass in terms of kgs, distance in terms of the meters. Kg meter I am getting. This kg meter I need to convert in terms of the centimeters. I am taking a suitable scale. For example, I am taking 10 kg meter equals to 1 centimeter. For this, assume my centrifugal force is 100 kg meter. How many centimeters I need to draw? I am taking a scale of 10 kg meter equals to 1 centimeter. Here I am getting 100 kg meter is the centrifugal force. My length is 10 centimeters. Or if I am assuming 10 centimeters too long, I can take 20 kg meter is 1 centimeter. Now I can draw here as 5 centimeters. Now this is assume 50 kg meter. I need to draw only a length of 2 centimeter line. Assume this is 75 kg meter. I need to draw only 3 centimeters. Like that I will convert. Kg meter I will convert into the centimeters. All are uniform. So I am having a standard problem for this one, which is completely solved by force polygon and completely solved with the couple polygon. So with that problem, we need to prove this is going to be balanced. So set up this time. Pencil unda sir, pencil here. So just at 3 centers mark one point. Next 3 centimeters. Next 6. So I will take this as 0, 3, 3, 3 like that. Okay, at this point I am going to keep my plane 4. Next I will going to keep my plane 6. Then 1, then 2, 2 at 9. If I take from here, this becomes 9. If I take from here, this will become 9. Vice versa, opposite avutundi. This is plane 1, 6 akkada. At what position 6 has to be kept? At 0 degrees. So how we will look at the 0 degrees here? You can see this shaft. Now it is at 0 degrees. Got it. Now again to marking, it was gone. This is plane 4. So plane 4 target vedam.
96.
6 and
3 centers దగ్గర కొంటాం 6 అన్నదాన్ని
3.
6 plane 6. కొంచెం తీసుకొని okay, here I am keeping. I need to see this should be exactly at 0 degrees. Got it. Now this is at 0 degrees. You have to tighten this. Again after tightening also we can set this angle. 24. That is plane 1. This is plane 1. From here again
6.
this is 0, 3 centimeters. 6, 9. Or from this we can mark again. This is 0 అనుకుంటా.
స్టార్టింగ్ ఎక్కడైనా ఉంటుంది, ఎక్కడైనా పర్లేదు, ఏ నెంబర్ కొట్టినా పర్లేదు. స్టార్టింగ్ ఒక ఫస్ట్ వెయిట్ ఏదన్నా.
So we arrange the 3 different places, 3 different masses at different radius of rotation. You can see this is at RA, RB and RC, different radius of rotations at different angles and all are at different planes. These 3 are the 3 different disturbing masses. These 3 disturbing masses are to be balanced with a balancing mass. By solving the problem, I am getting a balancing mass with plane 4. This is my balancing mass. I need to keep this at an angle of 186 degrees from here, 0 centimeters. So let me show unbalanced condition now. If I am this position, you can see how this is being disturbance. Got it? Earlier again we recorded. These vibrations are unregulated condition. Suppose if you are running your bike, if your crankshaft also is vibrating like this, is it desirable for you? Never. It is also balanced. In the same way, this shaft also has to be balanced. Now these 3 are the disturbing masses. These 3 disturbing masses are balanced with the help of one balancing mass. This is my balancing mass, which is kept at an angle of 186 degrees. This I found from the couple polygon. Theoretically, I have solved this. Theoretically, I have solved the couple polygon, force polygon. From the graphical method, I found the balancing mass, magnitude of the balancing mass, and radius of rotation of the balancing mass, and what angle it has to be kept. This is my balancing mass I found after the calculation. Then I know the angle from the couple polygon. This has to be placed at an angle of 186 degrees. Now we will place at 186 degrees. This masses 1, 2, 3. So now this is plane 4, which is the balancing mass of all these 3 disturbance masses. Now this is my plane 6, this is 1 and this is 2. 6 is located at 0 centimeters at an angle of 0 degrees. Next 1 is located at an angle of 24 degrees and 2 is located at an angle of 193 degrees and this 4 is located at an angle of 186 degrees. Balancing mass is the balancing mass for these 3 disturbance masses located at an angle of 186 degrees. This is the angle I found from the couple polygon. After solving only I came to know. Earlier I don't know. Now this is in balanced condition. If I remove this, again you can find unbalanced. If I remove this one, you will find this is a unbalanced. Now you will see this. Since this is a chain, you may find the vibrations. You see in the shaft, you don't find any vibrations in the shaft. I will see like this. Here I have eliminated the vibrations or I have minimized the vibrations. Vibration generated due to these 3 disturbance masses. That is eliminated with the help of this balancing mass. If you run at a high speed, anyhow you will get the vibrations. But if you run at rated speed, this normal speed. Already I have shown. Again I will show no issues. If I remove this, you can see the disturbance again. Low speed only. I am not giving high speed also.